Hi, so my name is Samantha Drescher, but I go by Sam. So a few years ago when I finally decided that after high school I wanted to further my studies in music, but specifically in singing and performance because I wanted to be a singer, I started looking around the world at all the different popular and modern music programs because I found that here in Canada we didn't actually focus on that in the schools, and all the programs I looked at didn't really interest me. So I remember coming across the website of your school and I clicked in, and the first thing that I read was one of the best performing arts schools in the world, and I was just like, wow, that sounds like a great opportunity. That sounds amazing to me. But I still wanted to read more about the courses and just kind of like see if one really stuck out and interested me. So I remember actually reading about the one that I applied for, the songwriting and performance one, and I was just like, wow, this is perfect. It was everything that I wanted and more in a school. And I remember as I kept reading more and more, I fell more and more in love with the program, and just reading about what we'd be doing and how you learn more skills and techniques, so I'll advance in singing and know how to be a better singer. But a lot of schools offer that, right? So what's special about yours? But then I remember reading all about the opportunities. Y'all work with all the other students, not just necessarily the ones in performance, but the ones in management and production and everything. So I build those connections, which was great. And I was like, wow. And then you read about how there'll be lots of performance opportunities, which is really what I'm going for, right? I mean, I love to sing. Being on a stage, that's where I'm comfortable. That's what I love to do. You put me up on a stage, yeah, the nerves are always going to be there, but there's nothing like it. So those performance opportunities, that's wow. And then the one thing that really stood out to me was, I remember just thinking over and over about it again, that really stuck out to your school, is that I don't just get the degree, but you teach me what to do with it. So I'm not just going and studying for those specific years, but you're teaching me about the music industry. You're teaching me what to do after I graduate and how to get that dream job, which is something that not a lot of other schools do, and that's something that I do know I need help with. And that just really amazed me, and I was like, I want to get into this course. So that's really what drew my heart to your program. So about me and my musical experiences. So I'm actually from a very small town, and sadly we don't have a lot of opportunities here in town. But I've done solos and performances at the school concerts with band and everything, and I've asked if I can actually do solos for my voice and singing on this, like, during those concerts, and I'll either accompany myself or a friend will accompany me. So I've made those opportunities, and I've gone to nursing homes and the hospital and volunteered there just to sing and spread music and everything. And then I've gone to like the festivals and the competitions and talent shows and stuff to the bigger cities around my area. But not only that, but I've gone for the really big competitions. Like The Shot is the biggest singing competition in Canada, and I auditioned for that. And I've gone for America's Got Talent. So I've gone from big to small opportunities. I do it all because, once again, that opportunity to perform is really what I live for. So about my musical experiences. So I actually live in a small town, and we don't have a lot, but I do take every single one that I can. So like, my school has band concerts, and I'll ask to do vocal solos in between some of the songs. I'll go to the nursing homes and the hospital, and I'll volunteer every so often and sing some songs. I'll go to the festivals and the talent competitions all around in the bigger cities around me. And then I'll go to like the big competitions. So I've done The Shot, which is a really big one here in Canada. I've gone to America's Got Talent, and actually I've gone to Sweden this past year and participated in an international singing competition. So big to small, I take every single opportunity possible because they're all learning experiences, and I meet a whole bunch of new people, and it just gets me up on another stage. So that's always a good thing. Songwriting, I don't have as much experience in. I do have some, and I'm always carrying a songbook with me. I have about dozens of bits and pieces, whether it's a melody or chord progression or a lyric for songs. I have about 10 total finished songs that I personally think all still need some work, and I'm working on that, but I'll talk a little bit more about that when introducing my original song later on. Then, as with the performances that I've been doing lately, I've been doing a lot of branding and image kind of management. So I'm looking to relaunch all of my social medias soon and get my YouTube up and running again once I get my image sorted out, and hopefully that is soon. With that will come the little bit of production that I know. I don't know a lot. I usually have some friends help me because they're a lot better with that. I have all the mics and equipment, but not the most tech savvy when it comes to that, sadly, so I would like to learn a bit more about that. And then my music theory. So I know the basics. I know all about the rhythms, and I know notes, and I know some harmonies. I've done duets, and I usually do harmony for those just to get even more practice because it's not my strongest suit, but I do work on it a lot. Time signatures, I know all about, and key signatures, I know all about. Singing wise, I've only done common time, 3/4 time, a few cut times, and 6/8 times, but I have played other pieces in all those times, plus some in 2/4 and 5/4 and 6/4 and 7/8 and 12/8 and all the fun different key signatures. So I do know a lot about theory. There's still quite a bit that I do need to learn, but I do know a lot about music because even though I don't have a lot of opportunities, I make a lot of opportunities for myself. So today I'm actually going to be accompanying myself for all songs and the scales and everything. Usually I would rather have an accompanist, which I usually have my one vocal teacher for because she's actually really good at piano and guitar and everything. And then I get to focus on the singing aspect and perform it a little bit more and show you all that. But sadly, with writing my own song, it's easier in one way for me to do it. Plus, with everything going on, I actually cannot go see her right now because it's too dangerous, which is very understandable because we all want to stay safe. So today I'll just be playing on the piano, and I'll just be doing the chords and everything behind all the songs and plunking out the scales and everything to sing with.